Good morning, everyone. Morning. We're going to do this plant here. This plant. We're gonna put this plant in a bigger pot. And yeah, she's outgrown her spot here. Ooh. So I'm going to try to take her out of there very gently, and I'm going to put her in one of those. Soil is already in here. I'm going to put her in this one, the square one. Yeah, I'm going to put her in this one. Very nice soil in here. Let's get on the floor. Let's get on the floor. Okay, there's my kitty. What you doing? Yeah, when I've not been feeling good, my whole house is a mess. I started doing the dishes already. I didn't do dishes for 2 days because I was not feeling good, but I'm feeling better today. So I'll set this up here and then turn this the right way. Oh, I guess it's already all the way down. All right. Alrighty, me ready? Ready. Hey, kitty, leave the dirt alone. Leave the dirt alone. Yeah, it's snowing again. Snowing again outside. So, what better time to just stay inside and nurture your plants? Whatever you got. Nurture whatever you got. People, plants, whatever you're around, nurture them all. The weather's like this, you know. All right. We're going to try to, I got a butter knife here. We're going to dig around her a little bit so she can just kind of come out. Kind of on the edge of the pot. We're just going to come around and kind of stab it down so that the dirt can loosen up. This is a very resilient plant. It does really well. It's a spider plant of some sort, but I'm not sure what kind. I've never looked it up, but my head's a little bit, still have a little pressure on my head, but I'm doing okay. Look at my kitty. She's right there. She's right there watching me. You guys see her? Here she is, her little head. Hey, good morning. Welcome back. Hello. Okay, let's see if I can just like dump her out. I think I got her all the way out, around. I'm just kind of loosening the bottom of the pot. Kitty's helping. All right, let's see if this works. Hopefully I don't have to dig my hands in there. Kind of giving a smack at the bottom here. I guess I gotta stick my hand in there and pull her out. She's got big roots. Oh, we got her. Ooh, look at her roots. Look how big her roots are. Look at them roots. Wow, look at this baby. Yeah, a couple leaves will be broken from this, but that's okay. You know, we're putting her in a new home. I'm going to dig a hole in the middle. Hello, everybody. Thank you for being here. Hit that like button, you know. That's help my video go around, and I could really help could really use the boost right now after being sick for a couple days. Help me boost my channel back up again. We're going to put it all the way down. I want to just loosen up these a little bit so they're not so, just in the middle, just kind of stick my finger in the middle and loosen them up in the middle so that they can grow outwards. There we go. See? Now they're not stuck together like that. Now we're going to stick them. Oh, I'm going to have to use a little bit, but a little bit of dirt in this one while I get it in there. Might as well wait to clean until we get the plants planted that I wanted to. So I wanted to go through my whole house and like kind of go through everything. I'm trying to sell everything, just trying to sell everything here because when I move, I want to move with like very little stuff. You know what I mean? And like I said, I feel like I'm going to be starting over again because I'm going to sell everything and start over most of my stuff, except for the stuff that I can't replace. And then this time I'm starting over. It's my choice. I'm not forced to start over. This time it's my choice. That's the only difference. I've started over a few times in my life, but this time it's my own. This is my choice to start over, not forced to start over. So this time it's my time. My time to start over the way I want to. I have no idea why I'm singing. I cannot sing. Let's get dirty. Let's get rooted. Let's get grounded. Let's get stable. Mind, body, and spirit. Mind, body, and spirit. She just knocked this over and surprised herself because she likes to climb in dirty pots. She's a silly little girl. She does. She likes to stick her face in pots and get all dirty in it and then come out. Like she does smell like dirt sometimes because she likes to do that. Now I got to clean up this floor. Got to get up. No, flash you guys. Nice cat. Thank you. How are you? I'm doing better today. Thank you. I'm in Canada. Originally was born in Mexico. Chihuahua. But I've been here for over half of my life in Canada. I'm a Canadian citizen. Thanks to my ancestors. And my mother, she's the reason we're all in Canada. She made it happen. She's the only one that could make it happen. She could bring us all here, so she did when we were kids. She worked a long time on that, like to get us to Canada. I remember like getting paperwork back, going to Canada. Oh, we're going to Canada. We got so excited, get the paperwork back. Now, got to do this, got to do that. I remember that. I was like 14, 15 when I came here. Yeah. I'm 39 and inherited a large apartment building with 20 units and some money. Begins next week, and I am beyond excited. Oh, congratulations. Congratulations. Big shout out to Jody. So glad people are getting their blessings. If you want to check out my other channel where I do spiritual work and inspiring work, inspire you to do the best for yourself, is my other channel, Kassloves 111. I do spiritual readings. I do oracle readings. So I do moon readings, full moon, new moon readings, guidance, and then I do angel messages. I do ancestor messages, life purpose, all kinds of readings I do over there. But thank you all so much for being here. Look at this plant now. It didn't take us long at all. Like to do a plant, it doesn't take long at all. Look at that. Now she looks a lot healthier. Happier. She's gonna be happy now. She's a big leaf spider. I do have a couple more. The other ones are hanging ones. So the other ones are hanging. This one is one. I do need to water plants today too. And I do have my small spiders, and that's all my propagations up there. I'll show you guys. I can't see. The eyes are so bright, this light. But yeah, there's all my propagations right now. So, and this is the one that I did the other day. She's looking very, very nice. This is the one I planted the other day. This one here, I did not cut this one yet, but I think I might cut it today. But she's done a lot better since I put her over here. Look at that. She's looking so nice now. Plants love grow lights. Plants love grow lights. So there's the other one. The one that I cut the other one from. She needs water, maybe. Oh no, she doesn't need water yet. But yeah, she's getting new growth where I cut her. And so those are the cuttings, some of them. And my little lemon trees that I put with the other big tree, there's one that's kind of dying, this one. So I don't know, but she's dying. Let's pull her out. Yeah, she got nice roots and everything, but she's dying. Well, we'll just take her out and leave her out of there. I don't know what that was about, but yeah. Anyways, thanks for being here and helping me and joining me. Let me read some of the chats. Anybody else say anything? I think I answered everybody. And the rest of them were bots, and they couldn't even hit the like button. That's how I know they were bots. Robots. If you don't know how to hit the like button, don't even bother. Robots, they can't hit the like button. They can't. So only 3 real people in here. Why your mom left USA? What is the difference? She wasn't in USA. She was in Mexico. Yeah. She was born there, but her family was born in Canada. So it was easier for mom to make her papers and her children's papers to come to Canada. And in 1989 or 90, 1989 or 90 when we came here. Yeah. Oh yeah, and my potatoes, I did dehydrate them. So now we just got to put them away. And I want to grind them up, but I want to finish my dishes first. But yeah, the potatoes, my potatoes are all dried up. They're just sitting in the dehydrator now. They're not, doesn't damage them when they sit in the dehydrator for a little bit longer. It just means that they're going to be a little drier. So yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for being here and saying hi to me and sending me positive energy and yeah, thank you guys. Have a good day. Much love. Ooh, much love. Let's show you guys the beauties. Oh, my beauties. There's a mess in here too. I found another piece of sponge that I was gonna do something with, but I'll show you guys outside for a minute. My pillows. And my kitties. They're playing. There's Sage. There's Sage. There's Phoenix. Let's go see Sage. Hi, Sage. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, sweetheart. Are you looking outside? Can't even see through these windows. Like, this is all dirt. And, yeah. We need new windows, like, for a long time already. These windows are so outdated. It's disgusting that they make us live in a building like this. But when they charge us a rent, they up our rent every year. But when we want something fixed, it doesn't get done. I wonder if we can hold back rent when we've asked for something to be fixed, and it's legally or the tenant's right to keep things nice in their apartment, and they don't fix things. I moved into this apartment before it was even move-in ready because I had traveled from far away. So when I came here, they had just gotten that person out. I guess the person decided to stay a little longer than what their date was to move out. So I was suffering. I had to just take what I got when I moved here. So they promised me that they were gonna change my floor, they were gonna paint and all that for me when I moved here. After I moved here, and the only thing I've gotten is the living room floor done and 2 lights done. That's it. But yeah, I'm taking my power back and and not letting people treat me like that no more. Well, we got new landlord or new tenant building managers now, so hopefully this year something will change. Never stop asking. I know the real landlords, they were very ignorant to me a couple years back. I've never met them in person, I don't think, unless they know me from the past. But I've never met them. They were so ignorant to me. They were so rude, and it's 2 guys that own it. They don't live here. They don't live in this town. They live in Toronto or something. They don't even know what's going on at their building. And if they do, they don't care. So, anyways, I will put that complaint out in the public. I don't care. This isn't a nice place. And any places, any apartments that they have done some work to, they're charging an arm and a leg for it now. So, and they're already charging an arm and a leg for the place that one room is not proper bedroom. There's no ventilation. There's no air transferring in this house. Unless you have your windows open, you're gonna end up getting headaches and all kinds of things if you don't have your window open, because there's no breathing fresh air unless you have windows open. And the heat is messed up too. There's only one vent in this whole apartment. One vent, and they say that the heating comes through the ceiling. There may be one spot in the living room where you feel the heat. It may be, and then the rest of the place you don't even feel the heat. I've got a fireplace, electric fireplace that I turn on. I know. Well, I just came back to this town because my mom was here, and um, she wasn't doing well when I first moved back, and she needed some help getting rid of a friggin' piece of shit that ruined our whole family already. And so I helped her by being honest and telling her what he was doing so that she could make a decision for herself, that she deserved better than that piece of shit that took her family away from her for a lot of years. Anyways, that piece of shit tried to harass me for a couple months here. Even when I went to the food bank or anything, he would harass me. He would be there, and I'd stop going to the food banks. I stopped going to the places where he was going. So I just need to get out of this town. My mom doesn't want me moving in, so I have no reason to stay here now. I started dating a guy, but that was a bunch of bullshit too. That was a bunch of bullshit. I fell in love with him, and he fucking fucked me over. And they probably into witchcraft, and I know his ex is into witchcraft, so she's probably did some witchcraft on him or whatever. But he's too dumb to fucking realize it, so it's whatever. I just want to move. I want to move to a place where I can eat fruits every day of the year. That's what I want. Where I can live in the sunshine and eat fruit every day. Because I need the sunshine in the morning when I wake up. And wintertime, I don't get the sunshine. I'm more miserable. I've been through that now. Now God sent me a cute, almost 40-year-old who adores me. Oh, I'm happy for you. This guy was a lot younger than me. He was 11 years younger than me, but whatever. He was an adult. He was 30 when I met him, almost 30 when he met him. So, and he was a lot more mature when I met him. He shocked me when he all of a sudden became dumb. He really shocked me. So it's a trick, I guess, that the narcissistics, I found out he's a narcissistic. He's a pathological liar. He admitted to it. He told me he's a pathological liar. Can't help himself. So
Yeah, can't tell the truth if the truth fucking push him and punch him in the fucking face. Yeah, that's all I was for him, as an ego boost. You know, and that's the thing is, when I'm with a guy, I treat him like my fucking king, man. I treat guys like my fucking king when I'm with them. And I guess some guys, they don't think they deserve that, so they reject it or whatever. And the reason I treat them like a king, because I want them to treat me like a fucking queen, man. Like what I treat, how I treat you is I want treatment back. I treat others the way I want to be treated. So if I treat you like a fucking king, then treat me like a fucking queen. Right? Not immature, he is just different. Yeah. Well, my experience with men is that the last guy I was in love with too, after he turned 30, he just went the other way. No, wait. Oh, he was already like 34 when I met him. And I was 30, 29 when I met the last guy that before him, the one that almost took my life. Like, you know, I gave so much of myself that there was nothing left to give, like that much. And I knew that if I didn't leave with my kids and myself, that I would end up not here. And I can promise you that I knew that. I do the same, but they never um I know what you meant, the word, but I can't get it off my tongue. 24 years old. I can't do it earlier than I can't do it earlier than late 30s. Well, I won't date anybody you know, much. Like I don't want to date anybody, but I mean, I don't know. Age doesn't really explain. Like age doesn't really make it right. Like age doesn't even do anything for it, because if a guy's like that at 30, he's going to be like that at 40. You know what I mean? At 30, they're already supposed to know these things, right? Um, I I had hope for so long, and even though he told me every day he didn't want to live and all that shit, and I was just someone to keep him alive, I guess. Hey, Truth Warrior. Hey, Will. Yeah, I know. I deserve somebody who gives willingly. I don't have to chase. That's why I don't chase nobody anymore. I stay home and I don't talk to people anymore. If you don't respond to me, if I talk to you, you don't respond to me, I won't reach out anymore. I'm done with that with people. And that's anybody. That's not just people I date or love with or whatever. That's friends too. If I message you and you stop responding, then that's pretty much tells me that our friendship's over. And just because you're having a bad day doesn't mean that you can do that. Don't treat me like your emotions. Don't treat me like how you feel. Treat me you how you think of me, not how you feel that day. Yeah, exactly. Make man things in distance. Yeah. Yeah, you give too much, they think they're entitled. You know what I mean? And then they reach out to you and they ask you for something, you think that they want you again. No, they just want something from you. You think, oh, they're reaching out to me. They finally figured it out. They finally get, they finally got it in their brain. Like, they finally figured it out. No, they just came for some help again. They need they need an ego boost. No. I'm not here to boost no man's ego anymore. I used to do that when I was working in a strip club, and I got paid really good for that, okay? For boosting a man's ego when I was working in the bar. But now I don't get paid for it anymore. I don't need to boost nobody's ego. I just need to boost people's angels. I just see how that almost came out of my tongue. Yeah, I just need to boost people's angels, you know, send them good energy to boost their angel energy. Because, you know, us on earth here, we are like the angels' energy. We are the ones that physically do the things that angels cannot do. Why? That's why there's human angels, earth angels, they call them. These are compassionate people that care for others. And I'm one of those people. I'm an empath. I care for people. So, yeah, so I'm sending everybody angel energy. I'm sending you back your angel energy from anybody that's taken it from you. So you can be compassionate for others again, and you can do your angel work. You earth angels. You agree? Yeah, that's true. Will is one of my earth angels. He's helped me to stay on the channel for a long time. Like, Will is one of the ones that, you know, one of the moderators that never really left. Like, no matter what happened in my life and over the last 7 years, he never really left my moderation, you know? So Will is one of my earth angels, and I recognize him. And that's why we call each other brother and sister, because we are all children of God, and we are all God's children. So we are all siblings, really. Not in like a blood way, but like not like a biological way, but in a spiritual biological way. Yes, we are. Spiritually, we are all brothers and sisters. But physically on this earth, we not, because it's physical. It's like it's different. We're different humans than we are the spirits. So when someone says be a good spirit, that means be a good spirit. Exactly. You're very caring. Thank you. I cannot fathom how other people are not. When I talk to, like, even my sister, I talk to her about stuff, and she says, "Oh, you just like to project trauma and stuff to people." I said, "What?" Because I talk to you about somebody's stuff, like some of the stuff somebody's going to. You can't have compassion, so you think someone's putting trauma on you when you're sharing what your friend is going through? Yeah, I don't want to be around people that have no compassion for people. And if you're telling someone that someone's dying, they're saying, oh, you know, they find something negative about that person. Really? If you find something negative about a person that I'm telling you they're dying, go fuck yourself straight up in the fucking ass. Go screw yourself. I am so pissed off about that. Like, when I get mad because I'm standing up for stuff that's not right. And people act like they don't have compassion, like they're never going to go through it. Who's going to be there for the people that cannot hear from other people? They cannot be there for their friends or their family to hear them when they're being humanitarians. Anyways, I'm done with my rant. Oh, I missed your message. What did you say? P.S. Cass, I'm here. Hey, Aussie. But and thank you. You said I deserve a sweet. You deserve a sweetie. Yep, that's right. I want a sweet man, but also a strong man that is not like, la la lulu. I want a logic man. I want a man that has logic thoughts. that can be the strong one when I'm like very confused about something. That can, like, you know, be the other part of me that says, hey, you know, you got this, whatever. Or like, you know, confirms it that I got it or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I want someone that's going to be supportive emotionally to me and doing what I do. And I was thinking the other day, maybe the job that I'm going to get is going to be at a place like that where people spend their last days. That might be the place where I get a job. Because people are drawn to me because they need my help. And when I try to help them, it usually doesn't work when people are still in their ego too much. I can't help people with their spiritual side because I'm not very egotistic, so I cannot understand the ego that much anymore. Notice I did not say what or met. Need. Oh, I know. Text to speech. I do that. Say, stay protected if you do something like that. Yeah. Yeah. Of course. What are red flags about men when treat their women? Red flags are if a man's going to talk shit behind a woman's back when she's not around, or if he's going to make like insulting jokes about her when his friends are around. That's all disrespect. That's all red flags. Or if a guy doesn't like his mother and he's not willing to heal his trauma with his mother or his father, that's a big red flag. If they're not willing to heal family trauma, that's a big red flag because you're going to end up with that family trauma too. Um, Red flags. That can be both men and women, right? Last 10 years. My mom in her 10 years was surrounded by dark energies. My mom was working in a nursing home, so my mom was around a lot of energies too that kept her away from the family too, like kept her worried about her family. She was just where, and every time you talk to my mom, all she did is talk about her work, because that's all her life was. My ex baby daddy that had that shit going on. Yeah. Same with my exes. If especially if they treat their mother bad or if they say bad things about their mother, they're gonna say bad things about you. They just have no respect for women. And that's that. It's yeah. I used to be with a guy that always talked shit about other women. Um, Not his mom, but he would talk shit about his other women, but he treated me like shit too. He never did treat his mom bad though. He never did treat his mom bad. But she had something that he wanted though. She had pills that he wanted, so that's why he would treat her good. And I hate I'm sorry for anybody if families are listening of his. I was living with him. I know what he was like. Y'all just heard it from me. You didn't live it. You didn't almost die and go into an anorexic, you know. That can give you all that shit that my friend that's dying right now. That shit right there, men abuse. That's what she's been through. She's been dragged by her hair by men. She's been so abused in her life. And that trauma gave her fucking cancer. Yes, trauma will give you fucking cancer. I used to volunteer as a nursing home, playing games with patients. When they passed away, it was very hard. Yes, I worked in a nursing home too. And I experienced my first nursing home I worked at. I experienced that too. I lost a lady that was very close to me. Me and her like had instant attachment, like spiritual, like we were friends. Like she was very happy to see me all the time, and yeah, he had tension and jealousy of how his siblings got more. Oh yeah, yes, I went to that too. Well, I was with a Native American man, half Native, half white, and he never know which side he wanted to hate, the white side or the Native side. So that's what I live with. Yeah, and he always said that too. Like he was always on that, and instead of dealing with it, instead of like bringing it out to the public and really talking about it, just talking to me about like how the natives were treated bad and how his dad was mean to his mom, and um yeah, I heard so much bad stuff, and I lived through so much bad stuff with that guy. Like his daughter passed away a year after we met. She ended herself, and I still don't believe that happened. I believe somebody did that to her, or drag. Oh well, definitely drove her to it. She was 15, and that put a fear of anxiety, a fear in me about children, and keeping a close eye on children's mental health, and them being listened to and all that. Like that put a big thing in my heart, and I I had somebody once tell me, this was my sister, and she once tell me she thought I was doing this thing and that thing, and she thought I was living my life this way, and her idea of how I was living my life, she was trying to follow my directions. When I realized that, I started talking to her because like what she thought of me was totally not what I was like. So I started realizing that other girls look up to me. And once I real get down, what are you doing up there? Look what she just went up there. What the heck? When I realized that other girls looked up to me, then I realized that I need to change the way I acted. Like I didn't want to be an influence on others, and like I was picked to be influenced to be an influencer because people were influenced by me without me trying. I've never just been able to like worry about my own self, what I influence myself to do. Like I have people, girls especially, wanted to be like me, and so I realized that I had to like show what women really are like. So that's what I've been living my life like. I've lived my life. I'm learning to live my life the way I want my life to feel. The place that we used to play at our band, I came back and said, "How is Bill doing?" And they tell me that he is with the Lord. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Kind of Rodney Daggerfield. I don't know who that is. But yeah, so once they're gone, we cannot help them anymore, because then it's God's job. Once they're not on earth anymore, we cannot help people anymore. I heard that the other day too, that we can only help people while they're here. Once they're not here, they're not in our realm anymore for us to help them. They're in God's realm. You know what I mean? They're like, they're not in a place where we're supposed to be doing anything, because when they're on earth we're supposed to do that, not when they're already gone. So when they've already left, they're we hope that they're in God's hands, right? My mom's last wish was, don't let her pass away in a nursing assist, assistant living care facility. We all made sure that she got her wish. That is amazing. That is amazing, Truth Warrior. I know my mom doesn't want to be in a nursing home either, and that's why I wanted to move in with her and when she's getting older and to help her out. But she's got nurse girls working there, like not working there, living there, and working close to her house. But that might last forever. So, but I'm not going to sit here and wait to see whether she wants me to move in or not. Like, I'm not. I am planning on leaving now. I've been here for 7 years, back to this town, and I never planned to stay here. I never liked Clinton anyway. I never liked this town. I only moved here because this is where I found a place to live. And since I've moved here, I've only found very few people that I connect with. Like, so this is not a place where I can help people. People are not open to help around here. They're not open to healing around here. And I also heard that Canada is becoming one of the most atheist places, that they're going to go after anybody that's spiritual or religious. So if Canada is becoming an atheist place, then I'm not staying here any longer, because in 89, when in 1989 or 90, when we moved here, that's when they took God out of school. And my whole life in Canada, I have not they've not had God in this school. So I really don't know what Canada was like before they had God in school. But I'm sure that the kids were different. Sweetie, now it's time. Your time. You deserve that at least. Yeah, I know. All of my dreams have been crushed before, so I always try to make new ones. I always try to have other ideas, just in case one other doesn't work. I always have a few ideas, and that's why we need a lot of ideas. Because when one thing doesn't work out, we don't get all upset and we don't just stick around to see if it will. Because we don't just put all our eggs in one basket. I'm trying to sell all these eggs in this basket where I am at right now so I can leave. I kind of feel like I'm stuck here with all my plants and all this, because I need people to come and say, I need a plant. All right. Message me and say, I need a plant. And I'll say, come on over and grab one. And yes, I'm selling them. I'm selling everything in my house. Well, everything that I can replace. And I want to go where my children are, because that's the only wish that came true, is God gave me two beautiful, loving sons. And I always wanted children that were mine, that loved me, and I got them. So now I don't want to be 3,000 miles away from them. If that's wrong of me, I'm sorry, but I don't think that's wrong. And the person that I fell in love with here, if he wants to be with me, he's gonna have to come with me, because I'm not staying here no more. This place has got nothing for me or him. So he don't need to stay if he wants to be with me. There's a will, there's a way. We got will. Yeah, you love someone, you make sacrifices like that. It doesn't mean we're not coming to visit this town or whatever, you know, because there's families here. But, you know, it's time to leave the nest. Sometimes being too close to family doesn't really make your life flourish. Sometimes you do better when you're away from your family a little bit, like your extended family. Sometimes it's good just to keep the immediate family in your circle. Yep. I agree. I mean, it's great to have family support for those families that are supporting each other. Not saying nothing wrong with them. I'm just saying those families that are just there to judge each other, the one families that are sitting there to pointing out what you're not doing. Those families are not helping you. So if you're already feeling like sensitive that day, don't call those families that are just going to give you criticism. That's my advice to people. If you're having a sensitive day, don't call the motherfuckers that have no fucking feelings. Because you'll be the trauma. You'll be the drama because you have feelings. Damn things. If God didn't want us to have feelings, we wouldn't have them. That makes us human. I think that's okay. Can we get another like? I got 4. I keep saying there's 5 people in here. There should be another like. Hit that like and that's your bot. Well, if they're not hitting the like, they're probably somebody I'm talking about right now. They probably have that energy I'm talking about. That I don't care about nobody unless I want somebody to care about me. Then I care about people, right? That's what people are like. Anyways, I've given myself the time to heal a couple days. I think I'm going to maybe do the reading tonight. We're going to do a full moon in Gemini reading, and that's going to bring out a lot of truths. Full moon in Gemini is about talking about shit, and that's what I'm doing right now. And I'm a Gemini, so I have Mercury as my sun sign. I love talking about things and talking through things. That's my gift. I love talking about things that need to be solved. And if you don't talk about things, things don't get solved. And I'm still learning how to like change my tone to the proper things sometimes. Sometimes I don't have the right tone. Sometimes I'm too blunt with my sound of my words. And I don't mean to because I have a lot of feelings. You guys can't see them all the time though. I would love to see my sister. I would love to see my brother. Yep. I would love to come and see Will. If I do go visit some of my family up there sometime, my mom's family, my mom's immediate family there in the States, some of them. And if I go visit them one day, I'll definitely go to see Will because I think some of them live in Temple, Texas. And Will, you live in Temple, Texas. I have to help Mom and have a blessed evening. I will be back. All right, you have a blessed day and tell your mom, sending her lots of love too. But anyways, thank you guys for in here and chatting with me. It's a lot. Things just came to me today. I guess sometimes if I nurture plants and stuff, things just come to me when I'm talking. And this was really about planting my plant. Not really. It was really just to come on talk. But I like to do things while I'm doing it. And I know people don't really need to always see plants being replanted, but maybe some people it will help them with their plants. But that's not really why I was doing it. I just came on because I wanted to talk to you guys. I needed an excuse. All right, guys. I will talk to you later. Have a good day, and I'll see you all later. And thank you for hitting the likes. And thank you for subscribing. I love you guys so much. Bye. Oh, yeah. Are you ready for yoga again? Let me know in the comments. If you're ready for yoga, I'll upload a video. I'll make one. All right. Much love, guys. Bye.